Curry from half court. Oh! He puts it in at the buzzer!
Nobody makes it to the NBA by accident. Although it does take some luck to get drafted, nobody relies solely on luck to have a successful basketball career. But sometimes unexpected strokes of luck happen, even for NBA players inside the court. Here are NBA shots that weren't supposed to go in. By the way, make sure to click that subscribe button to stay up to date with all of our engaging videos, and use that trigger finger by smashing that like button.
Notre Dame showing off that. Picked up on the deflection by Taj. Good if it goes! He got it!
Now, let's get into it. 10. Tyreke Evans. In the 2009 NBA Draft, Sacramento Kings selected Tyreke Evans as the number 4 pick, 3 spots before two-time MVP Steph Curry. Evans exceeded all expectations shortly into his time in the NBA, and was named the 2010 Rookie of the Year. During the 2011-2012 season, Evans and his team, the Sacramento Kings, faced off against Memphis Grizzlies in a seemingly forgettable match. Nevertheless, the last 5 seconds of the game became a classic. The Grizzlies trailed 97-96 when O.J. Mayo connected on a shot, making them in control 98-97 with 1.5 seconds left. That play seemed to turn Mayo's luck in favor of the Grizzlies again. The Kings, being the Kings, have no timeouts left. They inbounded the ball to Tyreke Evans, who made his way near half court, jumped and shot the ball to the basket, in a move we all try but rarely works. That day though, it worked. As it turned out, not only did he make the shot, but it looked like the Grizzlies player touched the ball, so he lost control of it and regathered himself before throwing up the half-court shot and nailed it. This is undoubtedly one of the craziest buzzer beaters. 9. Allen Iverson. Allen Ezel Iverson, nicknamed AI, was selected first overall in the 1995 NBA Draft by the Philadelphia 76ers. He was the first athlete strongly identified with the hip-hop movement. In the middle of the 2006-2007 season, he was traded to the Denver Nuggets, and that's when he made this crazy shot. Here we have Iverson playing for the Denver Nuggets against the New Jersey Nets, and this one's pretty straightforward. AI drives the ball to the basket, takes a look at the crowd, then turns around and makes an and one. 8. Troy Williams. Troy Williams played in the NBA only 3 seasons, and one of those seasons was spent with the Memphis Grizzlies. The Grizzlies signed Williams on August 8, 2016. Nevertheless, he did have some impressive moments during that short span. One of the best is this ridiculous circus shot he pulled on the 76ers. In the process of driving to the hoop, Williams bumps into the 76ers' Rodriguez's chest, yet manages to shoot the ball straight into the basket, while falling to the ground. 7. Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry is a name you're probably familiar with. It is argued by many that he is the greatest pure shooter in the NBA, or if not one of the best shooters in the league. He makes a lot of threes and a lot of difficult shots. For instance, here's one of them. Basically, he's dribbling through 4 Los Angeles Clippers players and then just calmly draining a three-pointer. Still, even the best shooters of all time can still surprise us. So here we are back in the 2016 Warriors-Thunder matchup. Steph was on fire this game as he would end up making 12 three-pointers, scoring 46 points, and in overtime he did this. With Andre Robertson right in his face, Curry drains a 38-foot three-pointer with less than 1 second to go. 6. Taj Gibson. The Chicago Bulls selected Gibson as 26th overall in the 2009 NBA Draft. Gibson started most of his rookie season as the starting power forward for the Bulls, impressing many people with his strong defense and high energy. On February 23, 2017, Gibson was traded to the OKC Thunder in exchange for Joffrey Laverne, Anthony Morrow, and Cameron Payne. The next shot is from Gibson's half-season stint with the team in 2017-2018. Here we have the Thunder playing against the Trailblazers. 3 seconds are left on the clock when the Blazers try their best to throw the ball down court and get a play going. The situation seems no threat until Taj Gibson steals the out-of-bounds pass and tries an impossible shot from beyond half court. This is ridiculous. There was even a hand in his face, if you look at it from another angle. 5. Isaiah Ryder. Isaiah Ryder brings up 2 items if you Google him: laziest NBA players of all time and worst NBA champions in history. He doesn't seem to have many fans out there. In spite of this, he provides us one of the most gorgeous shots we've ever seen. So we're back in 1994. The Timberwolves play the Kings. Ryder receives the ball, drops it with it nearly going out of bounds. He reaches and throws it over his shoulder back into play. And the ball goes through the basket, counting in as a 3-point shot. How can this possibly go in? It will just leave you sitting there in amazement. 4. Larry Nance Jr. Christmas is wildly known as a season of giving, and Santa Claus wasn't the only one to hand out presents during the holiday season of 2015. Los Angeles Lakers rookie Larry Nance Jr. gifted the Los Angeles Clippers a bucket and 2 points early in the Christmas Day's matchup between the two teams. In the Christmas showdown, Larry Nance Jr. had the opportunity to grab a long rebound off a Chris Paul miss and head the other way with it for a fast break. However, making that happen was a little difficult. As the Clippers were already getting back, there wasn't much chance for the Lakers to get a fast break. If there was even the slightest chance for a fast break, that really ended when Nance decided to slap the ball, causing it to head into the wrong basket. DeAndre Jordan would gladly take those free points over the usual trips to the free throw line to score free points. 3. Russell Westbrook. It's not every day that a dunk is described as high arcing, but Russell Westbrook is something special. In a 127-115 home win over the Warriors in January 2015, the Thunder guard threw down a blooper dunk. Oklahoma City led 53-51 with around 5 minutes to go in the second quarter, when Westbrook cut through the paint and received a pass from Kevin Durant. When Westbrook caught the ball, he immediately elevated, with an intent on dunking over Green. The play involved some contact, and Westbrook's dunk attempt went ricocheting high above the backboard. Then, as if by magic, the ball dropped out of the air and was plucked into the basket, completing the unorthodox dunk by Westbrook. 2. Derek Fisher. Derek Fisher hit one of the most brutal shots in basketball history on May 13, 2004. Los Angeles Lakers and San Antonio Spurs shared the Western Conference semifinals in 2004, deadlocked at 2 games apiece. In Game 5, the Lakers were at a disadvantage. Tim Duncan drilled a wild jumper from the foul line with 0.4 seconds left in the game, putting the Spurs up 73-72. Of course, San Antonio believed they had won, but Lakers head coach Phil Jackson called a timeout, devised a play, and sent his shocked men back onto the court. Gary Payton inbounded the ball to Fisher, who broke free to the left elbow and launched a fadeaway the moment the ball touched his fingers. With 0.4 seconds, he hit the perfect shot and got nothing but net. 1. Trevor Booker. This time, we are returning to the Utah Jazz versus Oklahoma City Thunder game of 2015. And there is 0.2 seconds left on the shot clock. NBA rules state that if the clock is running out less than 0.3 seconds, you cannot physically make a basket. A really interesting fact is that this is called the Trent Tucker rule because back in 1990, there was 0.1 seconds left in the Knicks versus Bulls game, and the Knicks inbounded the ball to Trent Tucker, who made a jump shot and it counted for the victory. That's not allowed anymore, which is why Utah Jazz forward Trevor Booker attempted an unthinkable shot during the last 0.2 seconds of the second quarter with this over-the-head volleyball-style tap with his back to the basket after receiving an inbound pass. It was referred to as a grandma shot by the commentator. What do you think about these shots? Let us know in the comments section below. And hey, if you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe on our channel so we continue giving you the best content. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.